Big story that we are tracking right now. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is set to visit Murshidabad weeks after the district witnessed deadly communal violence during protests against the Waqf Amendment Act. Now, her visit comes even as Governor C.V. Ananda Bose has submitted a scathing report to the Union Home Ministry warning of rising radicalisation, communal polarisation and administrative failure in Murshidabad and Malda. In his report, the governor described the Murshidabad riots as premeditated and politically motivated. Governor Bose cited deliberate targeting based on religious identity and complete failure of local police and administrative coordination. The report recommends permanent deployment of central forces, including the BSF and CAPF, across sensitive border districts. It also suggests invoking Article 356 President's rule if the governance system collapses further. It also calls for the Commission of Inquiry into Administrative Lapses, draft legislation allowing central intervention in law and order crisis, heightened surveillance along the Bangladesh border. The report has been sent to Union Home Minister Amit Shah with the governor urging urgent constitutional safeguards to restore order and prevent further communal polarization. He warned that political forces are misusing religious identity to stoke violence and emphasized the public trust in the rule of law is eroding. A scathing report from the governor of West Bengal has been sent with regard to the Murshidabad violence. He has said that the president's rule could be considered and also said that there should be efforts to restore law and order as there have been several lapses. He also said that there is extreme polarization as well as communalization in these districts. He said constitutional safeguards to be restored and the rule of law should be restored on the ground. He warned that political forces were misusing religious identity to stoke violence and emphasized the public trust in the law should be restored as fast as possible as the situation becomes tense in these areas. Meanwhile, Mamata Banerjee is expected to visit Murshidabad and Malda where the violence had occurred. In fact, we have with us Dr. Shatarupa, who is from BJP, a spokesperson with West Bengal. Let's in fact speak to Dr. Shatarupa. The big question here is that the question of radicalization that the governor has in fact spoken about in that report. How radicalized is Murshidabad on one side and adjoining districts that have been spoken about as well? And what is exactly the situation of law and order in West Bengal?
Good morning, Parkes. Good morning to Vijit also. You see, this is something that Bharatiya Janata Party has been pointing out from almost mid-80s, ever since from our existence in 1980. We've been pointing out there has been a very planned and deliberate change of demography happening in the border states of West Bengal, which you know very well as 3,323 kilometers of border with Bangladesh. And the previous government, this government did nothing about it. In fact, they fanned it. Now, having said that, what is happening in West Bengal here is not only Murshidabad. Mind you, you very correctly said there are other districts also. Here, your camera was also there, what you're showing on screen right now. There have been deliberate markings on Hindu houses, and those Hindus have been, chased out. Two Hindus have been brutally killed. They were butchered to death. And there have been incidents of not only police vehicles being burnt down, police standing by doing nothing, but then Hindus have almost been made to face a pogrom, if I may use the word. They have been made to migrate from one part of the state to another part of the state. And the Muslim ministers here belonging to the Trinamool government have said, so what? It's only after all within the state. Now, you see, this entire denial from the state government is very worrying. Because not only has this government, this party come to power in West Bengal, if you remember, Varghese, they were the ones who were responsible for the rampage in the Vidhan Sabha. Mamata Banerjee has been seen on camera tearing up the constitution. So it is but natural the fallout would be that this government, in the presence of this government, there has been a complete breakdown of law and order. There is absolutely nothing. Police stand by and watch their vehicles being burnt down. Police are made to, forced to take refuge in nearby shops. Even if you remember in Arjikot, they were, hiding in the wards behind the nurses' bathrooms. So this is the state of the police that the chief minister herself, who is the police minister, she has brought down the level, the morale of the police to this kind of an all-time low. So when you talk about radicalization and when you talk about the breakdown of law and order, there is not, we just cannot say enough. And we are very grateful to the governor of West Bengal to have finally woken up and given
Right.
some kind of a report. Although, let me please tell you that the BJP West Bengal is not for. We do not agree to. Although we have been asking for it, but we don't want to be deprived of the pleasure of ousting an elected government out in the general elections, which is coming up for the Legislative Assembly within probably another 10 months. So no, although we are grateful that the governor has raised this issue, he had gone to the ground zero despite repeated requests from the chief minister not to go. I don't know why she requested the governor not to go, but he has gone. He has seen and he feels that the only way, because the people on the ground have pleaded with him, they've cried. In fact, you also probably know, this also came on national television, that he was misled. Police tried to deviate him from his original route so that he doesn't get to meet most people. So the people on the ground have pleaded with him that they want permanent camps of BSF, otherwise they do not feel safe with West Bengal
Right,
police
right.
run by Mamata Banerjee.
Right. We are also joined in by Abhijit Majumdar, TMC leader, who also joins us. Abhijit Majumdar, what is the situation that the state government is facing? Now, we know there is a breakdown of law and order. Today, the chief minister is going to visit, but isn't that too little, too late when it comes to the violence on the ground?
देखिए, चीफ मिनिस्टर का पास पहले भी बहुत सारा काम होता है। चीफ मिनिस्टर लेट से गया, लेकिन एक बात है जो उधर में जब पुलवामा में जब शहीद हुआ, शहीद का जब डेड बॉडी मुर्शिदाबाद में आया, उस टाइम बीजेपी का प्रेसिडेंट उधर में ही खड़ा था। वो रीजन में था, तब भी उनको देखने नहीं गया। ये भी हमारा हमारा पार्टी के लिए ये बात बोला चाहिए, ठीक नहीं हुआ। जो भी हो, अभी देखिए, ये जो वायलेंस हुआ है, वायलेंस इज वायलेंस। वो कोई क्रिमिनल किया, जो किया है, जो लोग किया है, जो लोग इस टाइप का सिचुएशन क्रिएट किया, वो लोग को सजा मिलेगा। ये तो हमारा ममता बनर्जी बोल रहा है, और हमारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर, चीफ मिनिस्टर आज डिक्लेयर किया जे पहले 2 पुलिस ऑफिसर, वहां का ओसी और वहां का जो इंस्पेक्टर, सब इंस्पेक्टर, वो दोनों को छुट्टी में भेज दिया था। आज दोनों को सस्पेंड कर दिया। तो एक्शन तो हो रहा है, और कोई भी गवर्नमेंट नहीं चाहता है जो वो एरिया में कोई वायलेंस हो। और एक बात है, जो उधर में 50 किलोमीटर बीएसएफ का अंडर में है, तो बॉर्डरिंग एरिया है। और यहाँ बीजेपी लोग बोला जे वो लोग बाहर से आया। अगर बाहर से आया तो बॉर्डरिंग जिसका कंट्रोल में है बीएसएफ, वो लोग चुप क्यों था? वो लोग क्यों नहीं पकड़ाया? हाँ, इंटेलिजेंस फेल है। वो वेस्ट बंगाल पुलिस का भी ये बोलना ही होगा जे इंटेलिजेंस फेल है। उधर में इतना बड़ा एक सिचुएशन क्रिएट हुआ, वो लोग पहले ये नहीं कर पाया, इसीलिए पुलिस ऑफिसर को सस्पेंड हुआ। तो यही है जे अभी उधर में टोटली पीसफुल है। अभी उधर पीस आ गया। इस टाइप का वायलेंस नहीं होना चाहिए। हमारा चीफ मिनिस्टर भी बोला जे हमारा वेस्ट बंगाल शांति प्रिय है, इधर सेकुलरिज्म है, सब धर्मों मिलके इधर में क्रिएट करता है। तो ये सिचुएशन में ये अभी चीफ मिनिस्टर जा रहा है, ये बहुत अच्छा बात है, बहुत पॉजिटिव बात है। और उधर में जो वायलेंस किया है, आप देखा है 300 के ऊपर अरेस्ट भी हुआ है, तो पुलिस लोग एक्शन ले रहा है। और हमारा वेस्ट बंगाल गवर्नमेंट का जो होम डिपार्टमेंट है, जो पुलिस लोग है, वो लोग साथ साथ वायलेंस एरिया में चला गया, नेक्स्ट डे चले गया, डीजी उधर में खड़ा था, दो रोज डीजी उधर बैठा था, पूरा प्रोटेक्शन दिया। हाँ, हिंदू लोग को मारा है, ये बहुत खराब बात हुआ, बहुत ये हुआ। लेकिन कोई अगर क्रिमिनल कोई भूल काम करेगा, हमारा गवर्नमेंट वो भी सपोर्ट नहीं करेगा।
Well, in fact, we also have a reaction coming in from Dr. Shatarupa. She wants to react to what Abhijit Majumdar has said. Yes, go ahead.
Parkis, thank you. Why am I not surprised that Abhijit would come up with the Chief Minister being too busy? Imagine the Chief Minister of West Bengal is going around inaugurating even a temple, which she claims is a temple. I don't even want to get into that, but she's too busy to visit a riot-affected area, which she says is a riot-affected. Mind you, this is not a riot. This has been a plan, and this is completely instigated by the Chief Minister herself. Now, when she saw that, let me just clarify that she has gone on record on public media on Eid ul-Fitr Day saying that go ahead and do something about the Muslims, go ahead and do something. Didi is with you. She has assured them. She has completely forgotten that she is the Chief Minister of West Bengal, irrespective of whichever religion the residents come from. Now, as far as the BSF is concerned, the Chief Minister, the police themselves sent an SOS to BSF to handle a situation which they couldn't in Murshidabad. So BSF had to step in. Within 24 hours, Varghese, the Chief Minister and her cronies were back to criticizing and blaming the BSF for doing the good work. Now, if the border security force has to work in any state, I'm sure you as a senior journalist would definitely agree with me that the state government, the state organizations have to, like the police, have to work in tandem with the BSF and support the BSF. Here you have people crying and pleading on the road to the governor of West Bengal, to the different commissions which have gone, that they are not safe with the West Bengal police. They are pleading for a permanent BSF camp. And still, the Chief Minister and her cronies in West Bengal want to blame the BSF. Why? Because the BSF is doing their duty. As far as the outsiders are concerned, it is not BJP who has said it is the outsiders. We have identified the people with our local people there. We have identified the people who have done that, and we stand vindicated for this. Today, West Bengal police has clearly debunked the theory that is being propagated by the Trinamool people that the outsiders came. There were no outsiders. There were people from Murshidabad, of the particular community that the Chief Minister of West Bengal loves and appeases. They are singularly responsible for what has happened in Murshidabad, the burning down of houses. You know, they're talking about the police taking action and the DG sitting there. If your camera, I'm sure your camera has gone, the refugee camps that have been made on the other side of the river, Varghese, one should go and visit. There is not a single vessel that you can drink water from. There is no bowl that you can eat from. The bathrooms have been locked. Where will women go? And they were expected to stay like this for for weeks together. Now, when they're being forced to return, they're being forced to return. There is nothing left there. Their houses have been razed to the ground. Where are people going to go back to? What sort of government do we have here?